Guyana is working closely alongside CARICOM member states to advance cooperation across multiple sectors. On the sidelines of the recently concluded Agri-Investment Forum and Expo 2022, Memorandums of Understanding (MOU) were inked to deepen Guyana's partnerships with Trinidad and Tobago and Antigua and Barbuda, respectively. Following talks on trade restrictions between President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali and Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, foreign affairs representatives of both nations signed an MOU. The agreement seeks to renew and advance trade and investment cooperation by addressing non-tariff barriers, as well as other factors that may impede the flow of goods and services between both nations.
What we have concluded and chartered is a joint commitment on how we're going to secure the futures of the people of these two countries by working together, by partnership, looking at joint opportunity, looking at low-hanging fruits, and developing a medium to long-term pathway through which we will enjoy success for Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, and the people of both countries.
Integral to the success of the agreement will be the establishment of a bilateral commission, which will comprise of public and private sectors representatives. President Ali touched on some of the issues the MOU will address, while noting the team working on its implementation must remain steadfast.
Transportation and logistics, agri-food system, agribusiness, movement of goods and services are all important areas that the last 3 years has allowed us. Energy, not only energy from an investment perspective, but energy from a sustainability perspective, energy from a regional perspective, energy from a value-added perspective. And I'm very confident that once we stick to the task that is before us, once our ministers of foreign affairs move together in a projectized manner, we can only achieve success.
In full agreement with the aims of the MOU, Prime Minister Rowley, while citing agricultural development as a focal point, said there is need for a shift in the investment pattern within CARICOM to shield itself from external pressures.
In the coming weeks and months, you will see a cooperation between the people of the southernmost point of CARICOM, the people in the manufacturing hubs in Trinidad and Tobago, the private sector talking about what they can and must do, because we intend to stay the course. We are limited only by our own vision and our own commitment to do what has to be done. Once we commit ourselves to do what has to be done to improve our circumstances, nothing will prevent us from achieving success.
Economic ties between Guyana and Antigua and Barbuda are also set to be improved as the leaders of both countries signed an MOU.
This expansion of our relationship now moves us into a new sphere where we can have economic integration and infrastructure integration. LIAT, for example, would have served us well in this region. And with the new dynamics surrounding food security and transportation being one of the major bugbearers, I think Prime Minister Brown, the idea of repurpose LIAT in aiding the region in finding a solution to the movement of goods, agricultural goods throughout the region, is something that is of immense importance, and I'm sure the subcommittee will be looking at this. But Guyana definitely will be looking forward to the outcome of this discussion.
Some of the other areas of cooperation include financial services, tourism, and energy. In these sectors, the Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister said many investment opportunities are available.
And this cooperation agreement that we're seeking to establish, I'm sure will create opportunities for increased investment and trade. There are many opportunities to be exploited, and even I'd say on the exploited opportunities in Antigua and Barbuda. And I'm sure that even investors in Antigua and Barbuda will be able to exploit opportunities here in Guyana. So we certainly will be seeking to strengthen the investment and trade regime between both our countries.
To materialize the aim of the MOU, both leaders will establish a working group by June 7, with a mandate to examine and make recommendations on ways to implement the areas of cooperation as early as possible. While the MOUs Guyana has signed with the two CARICOM states will lay the framework for increased partnership, the nation continues to explore other avenues for cooperation. Just recently, Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit said President Ali's Agriculture and Innovation Entrepreneurship Program, which has led to the construction of shade houses to help cultivate high-valued crops, will be an initiative his country will seek to have a partnership with Guyana. Prime Minister Skerrit further noted his nation is exploring becoming partners with Guyana in the area of corn production. Guyana is currently pursuing the cultivation of some 2,000 hectares of corn and soybean. These agricultural projects, spearheaded by Guyana, seeks to strengthen food security at home while reducing CARICOM's food import bill. The targeted goal of CARICOM member states seeks to reduce the region's food import bill by 25% by the year 2025.